Hello, good afternoon, and welcome back to Seneca News. My name is Emily Joudrey, and today one of the biggest headlines that we're dealing with is cybersecurity. The question is, what is cybersecurity? So cybersecurity consists of technologies and processes, controls designed to protect systems, networks, programs, devices, and data from cyber attacks. In the past, cybersecurity has been a ground issue. So why is it now a substantial challenge for the airline industry? So cybersecurity has always been a challenge in the airline industry, especially on the ground, because technology is always advanced. People are very smart and can figure out how to do one of these attacks on their own as well. They can go on their phones and look up information on how to do these attacks and learn from other attacks done in the previous years as well. But one of the most simplest things and one of the most easiest ways to do one of these attacks is an insider threat. So these terrorists have people working inside and giving them connections, and that will give them the upper hand and help them plan these attacks and make it much more of a target and an easier threat as well. So having someone working on the inside, giving them information, oh, this is how you do the information, will help them furthermore in their attack as well. So what are the possible risks to a cyber attack? So these risks can be denial of service when the server is overwhelmed when it begins traffic, causing speed or shutdown issues, phishing emails as well. We all hate those crap emails, and those can also be a cyber attack as well, with fraudulent emails by clicking on a link. We've all had those before. Poor patch management, security updates not implemented, having easy access for hackers, or employees losing their devices, or even sharing passwords. So that's why it's always important to never ever share your password with anybody. So one of the biggest risks is that it can cause millions of dollars of damage. Terrorists are achieving their goals very, very easily without hijacking a plane. So that's why it's always important to never share your password with anybody. And if you want to write down your password, do it on a sheet of paper and make it super complicated. And don't write it on your phone, because terrorists can also hack into your phone as well. There have been a few recent cybersecurity attacks on airlines. So I'm going to give you one example. So one of the most recent cyber attacks was a low-income cost airline called EasyJet in early 2020. This was breached with 9 million breached records. So EasyJet received revealed in a press release in May of 2020, and the airline had fallen victim to a sophisticated cyber attack. 4 months earlier in January, the hackers gained access to email addresses and travel information, so the airline confirmed passengers who had been affected that passport information had been taken. So what are airlines doing to protect themselves and what they can do to moving forward, learning their lesson on these vulnerable attacks? So what airlines can do to protect themselves and their passengers is education. From senior management to technicians, everyone who works for the airline needs to be taught on what a cyber attack is, cybersecurity is, and what actions need to be taken when there is a possible security threat. What they can do moving forward is prevention, thinking 3-4 steps ahead of everyone else. Everyone is at risk from payment cards, passports, personal details, etc. Having functioning security measures and is an important phase of it as well. So that is it for me. My name is Emily Joudrey. I will talk to you later. Have a good night.